What's up out there? We are back with some more Path of Exile, and this is the Krangled Passives event, where they basically jumble up all the passive tree, and you have no idea what anything goes where. So you kind of just got to blindly pick things. And when I started off with this, I'm gonna show the build off that I've got going here so far, and then we'll go into the specifics of how it's set up. But when I first looked at this, I thought I could get maybe Righteous Fire or something, maybe a little bit more, something that I understood for one, and something that, I don't know, was maybe easier to work with. That was my initial goal, and I did not realize how Krangled Passives would be. So that was a total non-starter right there. I had my build guide out and everything. I was trying to I knew things would be random, but I did not know how random they would be, and they are way more random than I ever considered. So that was kind of a non-start with the whole build guide idea. Like, totally non-starter. It just wasn't going to happen at all. So, like, within the first few seconds of it, I switched completely over and did something else. I was like, this is just not going to work, so moved on. Once you get like 2 or 3 levels in, it was over. But the cool thing is, and I was kind of apprehensive about coming into this event, quite honestly. I was like, I don't really know that much about the game. Quite honestly, I don't really know anything about making builds. Like, the first couple builds I tried were kind of shitty, but yeah, I was like, well, we'll give it a shot. And it turns out I'm really enjoying this a lot. This has been a very fun event. It's been pretty awesome. So I am up in Act 4 now. I think we're in Act 4. Yeah, we're up in Act 4. So just finished that boss fight earlier. I may throw a little bit of that at the end, because it was a little tough, but man, this build is just screaming through things. I did not anticipate being lightning build either. This is kind of not where I wanted to go with this at all. And it kind of got defined early on. Let's run this. Oh, that hurt. But this thing down. So I definitely need some life regen. Get away from you. Still kind of getting used to this build in general. Meaning how the all right, crafting recipe. Okay, we can go back to town. Meaning how everything works together. So I'm still getting used to how I've pieced it together, and I've just added some stuff here not long ago. So what I have, as far as skills go, we're running Molten Shell for movement skill. That's what I'm doing with my Righteous Fire build. It seems to work fairly well, so I tossed it on here. Probably not that great because it is fire. I need to see if there's a lightning alternative for that. Frost Blink, I'm running this, and then I switched over to Storm Brand. This thing actually puts a brand on stuff, and then it like chain lightnings off. It looks like it. So you can run out here and fight something. I guess we can go tinker for a second here. Let me get out here real quick. Where's a new monster at? So if I fire this thing off, it like chains around. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but when you start combining stuff together, this thing really starts doing some damage. So there's the lightning equivalent of flammability, which is conductivity. So I've got this on here. So for a while I was using this Orb of Storms as like the main attack skill, and then I switched over to Lightning Tendrils, which I've kept on here. This thing has hella DPS, 1929. Problem is its range is not very far, 0.4 medius to radius, so well, it adds to the radius, I guess, but the radius isn't very large. So if we throw this thing out here, it doesn't go that far, but I can throw brands all over the place. So basically what I've switched over to is tossing these brands out, dropping a little conductivity out, and, well, let me back up. The first thing I do is drop down this Orb of Storms. Because this thing lets stuff take damage inside of it, and it seems like it reaches out, so if I drop this thing out, things start getting hit from it. So that's cool, and especially stuff that's inside of it. Then we throw a little bit of conductivity on here, maybe a little bit of this. Depending on which, depends on which enemy you're fighting and what you're fighting them with. I know what I'm trying to say. I don't know how to say it. For the most part, things work well with the Storm brand. There are some monsters that the Lightning Tendrils really works well with, or giant packs inside of this Orb of Storms. So drop this thing down, drop some conductivity out, fire all this stuff off. If stuff is ranged, I've been using the Storm brand. If stuff is up close and personal, then I'll switch over to the other one just because it offers a little bit more damage. I guess that's what I'm trying to say here. So we'll go up and level up real fast here. Kill a few more things. And of course, as the further you get, the worse or the more difficult creatures are, the more damage they do, the more health they have, all that kind of stuff. So it just kind of depends. Like when I first started going with this, I was just mowing through everything. Guess we're not going to level here. When I first started this, I was mowing through everything. And I did not start off with lightning. I started off with rolling fire, rolling thunder, whatever that is. That's what I started with. Oh yeah, I can't even put my armor on. I need to, I don't know what I did. Somehow brick this. So I was crafting some stuff on. I was crafting max life on, and it bumped this up to 29 strength, so I can't do any. I can't even use it. Can't turn that in over there. Do we get? I'm looking for a quest. See if we can. No, don't get anything. So I need to come up with strength. All right, let's look at the gear first. I am running dual scepters. This seems to be a lot of extra damage. This one's got fire damage on it, but this one here has +1 to all lightning spell skill gems, and the passive tree's been lending itself a lot to lightning. So that's kind of what I've been running with. And then I just got this armor, and I stupidly sold off the old armor, so I don't have a way of using that. But you know what? We've got plus all attributes here. That's going to take a lot of damage away, though. It's the only unfortunate thing. But I think that's the way I'm going to have to get... Nope, I can't even use anything. Not even a good idea. Okay, so I kind of got into the lightning thing. So that's what I've really gone into here. We look at the passive tree. I started off over here. I could have started with the flask charge gain, but I was like, that doesn't really fit. And this one's got frenzy charges, a little bit of movement speed, attack speed, and chance to ignite, which I'm not sure if lightning has a chance to ignite. Like, I don't know if you can catch something on fire from that. There's an impale effect, which seems stupid. Like, none of this stuff matches. But then there's damage with blades penetrate 8% lightning resistance, 30% lightning, increased lightning damage with attack skills. So that's what really got me into going with the lightning route. And then this one has mana and spell block. We've got this one here. Then there's some energy shield recharge rate, brand recall. So the brands are going to work well. Oh yeah, I forgot. I am also running Herald of Thunder. Not just the brand, but there's Herald of Thunder on here. I'm running a brand, yeah, Storm brand. And then this Herald of Thunder. So I've got that going on here with stun support and summon phantasms. Then we're running Storm brand, Arcane Surge, added lightning damage, conductivity, and elemental proliferation. Now this one here, this is just, this is a sport skill. I'm leveling it up. I don't have it connected to anything. I don't have any way of... so I'm playing this in solo self-found, and I don't have any way really of linking things and adding too much stuff. I don't have enough currency yet, so I'm just kind of leveling that. Molten Shells on here. Lightning Tendrils, that is this thing here. This does pretty decent damage. If I switch it over to this, it'll add more. Then we got Orb of Storms, faster casting, and Frost Blink. So I'm using Frost Blink for my travel skill. And, well, once I get it, I have Vitality and Skitterbots on, if I can equip this thing back again. So that is the stuff that I have, and gears of whatever. We're back on the passive tree. I've taken a lot of mana stuff in here. Physical damage leeches life. I got a jewel socket if I want, but a lot of this doesn't really make much sense. Wand damage, life and mana on hit, which is good. Went up in here to elemental damage, mana and mana on kill. Ignite chance, again, I don't know if Ignite matters to me or not. But then I got like staff damage. I wanted to see what was up here, but more wand stuff and then a little bit of strength. Got Mage Bane for spell suppression going on here, a little bit of dex. The travel stuff is kind of weird because I wasn't expecting this, but like I have minions. I think the Herald of Thunder with the Phantasm support, that should get something off of this. Help a little bit there. life on kill and recoup. Then we've got War Cry, which doesn't matter. Reservation efficiency for Herald skills, so we've got that in place. Weapon elemental damage, but then I get like weird bow stuff coming in here. So this is just a huge mishmash of just random crap. Here's some good mana stuff. Physical and chaos damage, okay, I guess. Spell damage, and then Juggernauts over here, so armor and max life is good. Increased lightning damage, so I just keep pumping into lightning damage. And then we've got damage over time, which I'm not sure if I have anything to apply. More spell suppression, spell damage, mana life and regen, and cast speed and critical. So that's kind of where I've gotten to. I don't remember if we went up here or not. More spell suppression, increased mana, max mana, stuff like that. So this is kind of weird. I just kind of been trolling along, trying to see what's out there. None of these seem to be very good. Like here's increased attack speed, strength, and physical damage. Here's arrows and endurance. Like some of these bigger ones aren't that great. Increased damage with bows, movement speed though, but then a little bit of evasion, movement speed, but then there's bow and damage over time with bows. So I don't know if I want that one just yet. So I don't know. That's where we've gotten to. I am having an absolute blast with this. This is insanely fun. I would love to have this as like a permanent mode that you could just play in standard or something. I don't know how they would do it because, you know, once you've seen the passive tree, you've seen it. I don't know if you could just keep it randomizing itself over time. I don't know if they curate this or if they just throw it on a randomizer and it just where they end up. It'd be kind of cool if this was like a ongoing thing just to play with, because this is pretty fun. I would not have paired any of this stuff together, or like it. How can I say this? It's fun to make something out of the garbage that you get, because there's just so many random skills in here that are just ridiculous. But anyway, this is day one of this event. It's very cool. I recommend it if you're interested in trying to learn the game a little bit more, or see how your knowledge is, test your knowledge on the game. Things are going fairly well. I've had a few, I've died a few times, 4 times. So not a whole lot, but there have been times that I've had to get out of the, just run out of the boss fight or whatever, or come back. And a few times I've had a portal or waypoint off and then come back once my health regenerated and stuff. But I really want to get my flasks going so that they go when they're full, stuff like that. I don't really need a lot of health or mana at the moment. Health more than anything, but the mana I kind of don't need. Actually, why is that? It doesn't look like any of my stuff's on. Maybe it's not on. Whatever. Anyway, this event is awesome. Highly recommend it. And there will be definitely more because I am playing all week long. I was really apprehensive about this one. I didn't think I would like it, but I ended up loving it. So more to come. We will catch you on the next one. Take care.